What's up, y'all? It's your boy Brainwavezz. I'm gonna call it Stephen Twitch Boss was murdered. He did not commit suicide, nor did he have any signs of mental illness. There are just too many loopholes, too many bits and pieces of missing information, and things that just simply do not add up already this early in the development of this story. Now, I'm going to carry out certain methods that some of you will be okay with and others of you will not. I really can care less whether you like what I'm doing or not. The purpose of me doing this is to help us find out, help us get more information into the truth. What truly happened here? What really happened? So if any of this reveals bits and pieces or perhaps the whole bit of the truth, help us solve this case and this story, help us cut through any media smoke screens and etc. That is why I'm doing what I'm doing. So whether you like my methods or not, it is what it is. And that is why I'm doing this. It's justice for Stephen Twitch Boss, as well as his family. All right. If you haven't subscribed, I kindly ask that you do so. Please hit the notification bell. Take a look into my membership section. And also, if you would like to book an appointment with me, I do them via phone, video chat, and video recording. I do consulting. I do life coaching, all types of spiritual services. Go to brainwavezz.com or follow the instructions in the description box. Now, with all of that out of the way, as I mentioned, I may be using some methods that some of you agree with and some of you don't, but I'm pretty sure we all can agree that something smells fishy here. So I will utilize my skill set to help us possibly completely uncover or get bits and pieces of what's going on here. Okay, we're going to take a look into motive. We'll take a look into suspects, anyone that would benefit from this, any of that information or whatever else that will come out. And we will also try to hear from Stephen and or anyone else that wants to actually speak with us as well. Again, some of you may approve of this, some of you may not. Again, I do not care whether you do or whether you don't. We are doing this again as justice for Stephen Twitch Boss. All right. So what I'm going to do is first prep the environment. I want to make you all feel as safe as you can possibly be, especially when we utilize spiritual methods, okay? So I'm going to sage the environment first, okay? And then we'll do one other thing. All right. Get this sage here lit. All right, so I'll cleanse this environment here of all negative energies and entities. Sometimes when you don't get a good light, you might have to relight it again. That's why you keep the lighter around. Okay, there we go. So that's a good one. Okay, cleanse the air, cleanse the environment. I cleanse all these tools that I am about to use. Cleanse everything. Okay, and we call on you, Father God. In the name of Jesus, all things holy, holy archangels, high vibrating ancestors, to protect me, protect us, the viewers, the listeners, protect everyone involved. And please allow the truth to come forth as you all see fit. Our motives here are pure, and we are doing this for justice for Stephen Twitch Boss. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Again, as I mentioned, whether you agree with my methods or not, I don't care. This is how I get down. If you don't like it, you can leave. Otherwise, you can stay. All right. We're going to do one other thing before I start this session. What I have here, this is an authentic Tibetan chakra bowl. Okay. And this green color is heart chakra. So we're going to prep the environment here. All right, I'll try to do my best to have this on camera as best as possible. But we're going to prep the environment here. Again, make everything set and safe, and then we're going to get right into this, okay? So all of this established and in place, let's get right into this again. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is take a quick look here into Stephen. And again, as I mentioned, the color green is heart chakra. So we're cutting to the heart of the matter. And I want to see here if Stephen actually had any signs or showed any signs of mental illness. As the story unfolds, it just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense how any wife, especially the way that their marriage was, especially as happy as their kids are, and I know people can hide this, but he wasn't a single man. He was a happily married man. His kids were happy, and it just doesn't make sense that all of a sudden he had mental illness, okay? So take these cards that are coming out. Okay, please reveal to us. That's quite a bit. So let's take a look here. I'm not guided to take these cards in reverse. Now, I generally do not take these cards in reverse, and I'm not guided to do that here, okay? Regardless of whether they come out in reverse, I just want to let you all know that, okay? I'm not guided to do that. So let's take a bigger look here. So the first card that we have here is find balance. And what I'm getting is that I feel like this is a message that he found balance, or he was constantly finding balance between his time and between his marriage and his kids and his studies and, you know, his work and things that he was involved with. He constantly found balance. I don't get that he was out of balance mentally, spiritually, emotionally, in any sort, okay? Then we have dedicated effort here. He put forth effort to keep balance. You see a man here painting a picture, mural, whatever you want to call it, of a man and a woman here. This could perhaps be him putting dedicated effort into his marriage. Again, this does not sound like someone that has mental illness. Okay, and I'm not saying that someone diagnosed with mental illness can't put dedicated effort, but again, it's not lining up. And for those of you that don't know, this color red is root chakra, okay? So again, down to the root, the foundation, this was here. There was a solid foundation here. And then you have the 8 plus 2 is 10. So again, it was a completed solid foundation. Then the next card that we have here is trust. I believe this is his wife. His wife trusted him, and there was trust in this area. Okay, someone that has mental illness, it can be hard to trust them because they show signs of mental instability. All right, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time breaking down mental illness, but I'm just saying, okay? Remember, regardless of whether these cards are coming out when I first pull them and flip them over reverse, generally in this deck, I do not take reversals. So we have nurture here, okay? Again, his wife nurtured him and nurtured him in that aspect. There was a lot of nurturing here. This is establishing the dynamics of their marriage, okay? Of their connection. Here's another card, okay? Sacral chakra. So he had a very good intimate life with his wife, okay? Sacral chakra, it is the considered bedroom chakra, sex chakra, creative force. There was a lot of creative energy here, okay? Lots of positive energy. I don't see anything bad here. Look, share the love. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Twitch share the love? Every video that he put out, every time he could speak, everything that he did, all he did was spread love. I'm just saying, I could be wrong. And then you can see there's like a couple here in the background. So there was nothing but love. He did a lot of posts on social media, and he performed and did a lot of things with his wife. Okay? And then look, there was belief and there was success. He believed and, you know, they succeeded. I'm just going to lay this down right here. I do not see any signs of any type of mental illness whatsoever, okay? Just right off the bat. And while I'm taking a look into this, we're going to see if we can hear from Stephen himself regarding this question. Okay, there will be other questions that I will channel and have him, if he may, speak. Okay, and this is one of the reasons why we protected this session, to make sure that it is him speaking. So I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get him to reply. Okay, Stephen, did you have any signs? Stephen Twitch Boss, did you have any signs of mental illness? Can you please reveal that? Can you please come through and let us know? Was there any signs of mental illness? Were you struggling mentally, Stephen? Is there anything else you want to say before I move on regarding mental illness? Did you have any medical history of mental illness? Mm. Y'all, let me just tell you this. From what was coming through, what he just said, and what I've been getting, no. I just can't see it. And what I'm gonna say is that I feel like the only thing that he possibly may have struggled with, and I may get him to ask this before I move on, because we want to just go ahead and see if it is him and he had mental illness. Okay. The only thing that I can potentially see here is that he did not have any prior situation of mental illness, but he may have been aware of certain things that take place in the industry. And I'll get into that in just a second when I talk about motive. So he may have been stressed about that, which again, I'm about to get into, but I don't get that he actually just struggled from mental illness and quote unquote took his life. I don't get that at all. Stephen Twitch Boss, did you have struggles right before the moments of your death, before the hours before your death? Was there a situation that you were stressed out about? Thank you for that answer. Okay, that was a clear no. He was not stressed out. Okay, right before. And again, we kind of saw that. So I want to go ahead and move forward because we have taken a look into him. I just want to establish that. It's just certain things don't make sense. He posted, a social media post with him and his beautiful wife. They're dancing together. They look happy. They're in front of the Christmas tree. Whether you celebrate Christmas or not, this is a happy time. It can be a stressful or bad time, but there was no signs of that. Someone that's about to commit suicide does not post content hours before showing them happy with his wife right in front of the Christmas tree, couple of presents there. This is a real festive, joyous time. This is the few moments we get out of the year to spend time with family and friends. If you have family and friends, and he did, it just doesn't make sense, y'all. Just really stop and think about it. Okay? And I'm doing this because I want justice for him. So, what I'm going to do is I want to see what the motive is. Okay? And we will ask Stephen what the motive may have been behind him. But this is just not adding up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And it seems like the more and more the media issues updates, the more and more it starts going down a rabbit hole, and it's just not adding up. So what was the okay, very quickly, Very quick. We have two cards, okay? So let's see what these cards are. Okay. This is very clear to me, y'all. Okay? We have the Nine of Wands here. With this Nine of Wands here, again, I feel like this is his wife, and she had to be protected. Now, if any of you had watched my first video, I talked about he was protecting her. It was something about him having to protect her. Okay, and that's what led me to get into this video here. There's something about protection, and then here we go, have it showing up again, Nine of Wands. So the motive, or should I say, details about the motive, was that his wife had to be protected. Okay, obviously someone has to be around also for his kids. See what I'm saying? But nonetheless, we have that. And then we have the Star, Major Arcana, in reverse. So with the Star here in reverse, this was not something that was wished or something that he or they necessarily wanted to happen, but that this had to happen. Like, this was something against perhaps his wishes, or perhaps their wishes, that they wanted to happen. So I'm establishing motive here. It's not that this was the way that this was, so I won't necessarily say supposed to play out, but that Stephen and his wife wanted this to play out, okay? With these two cards here, okay? Can we get some clarification with this Nine of Wands, okay? Protect her from what? What was she being protected from? And I just heard sacrifice. Okay, then we have the Seven of Cups here in reverse. This in reverse means there's no confusion about this. This was the only option. This was the only way. Like, she had to be protected. Okay, can we get any other information? Actually, I believe, let's see if Steven wants to chime in. Steven Twitch Boss, did you have to protect your wife here? Was your wife up for sacrifice? Did you have to? Wow. Okay. That was clear. Okay, hold on. That was real clear. Okay, the last thing that I heard, y'all, before I stopped, I heard lies. Okay, so I'm gonna ask, what are these lies about? Can you please clarify, ma'am, whoever you are, what are these lies? What are these lies about? For me to get a sound, are these lies about the media spin on things? Yeah. Y'all, okay. Let me keep moving. Let me keep moving. Yeah. There's a lot of lies, and I feel like the media, that's the music being played, the same old song and dance. That's why that music tone was being played, and some of the things coming through here. Yeah. Okay. So what I want to dive into is, was money behind, please reveal whether money was behind the motive. Was this about money? Okay, because there's a lot going on here, and we're going to take some time to look into this. Ooh, okay. Y'all, I'm going to say there was definitely money involved. Okay, if you all know Columbus Short, actually he put out a social media post and he commented about his spin on why he thinks Twitch committed suicide, okay? And it had a lot to do about money and perhaps not getting paid out, or maybe he just didn't get paid, maybe Twitch didn't. I mean, there's a lot behind that, and we might look into that in just a second when I get to the suspect section. But right now, looking at these cards that we have in front of us, we've got the Nine of Cups, okay? There is a woman here, and I feel like someone wanted something out of this, okay? Or stood to get something out of this, or had to gain something here, okay? And then you have everything is fine. So it's in reverse, though. Everything obviously is not fine. This woman here has 10 swords, but she's like on the phone as if everything's fine. So what I'm trying to say here is it's almost like, again, that's that lies that came through. They're trying to spin this situation like everything's fine. Oh, Stephen just died of mental illness, and that's all that was to it. He had mental illness, and that was the case, and we'll just sweep this under the rug and be there for his wife and kids, and that'll be the end of the story. Oh, he will be so missed. You see what I'm saying? That's not the case. Then we have the Eight of Swords here in reverse. Okay, so this is like trying to free or trying to keep whoever is behind this. So back to this Nine of Cups, whoever this person is, trying to keep them from being tied to this situation. See, this woman is blindfolded and tied, trying to make sure that she's free. Eight of Swords in reverse is about being free from all of that. And then the last card that we have here is the Page of Pentacles in the upright. So that's an offer. That's an offer of a new beginning. So someone here will get a new beginning. It's like life and death, death and life. So this is already alluding to me to some type of sacrifice that would have granted or went to some type of new beginning. Okay, so I'm going to ask this again. I'm going to go to see if Steven here or anyone would like to come through. Steven, Twitch boss, were you sacrificed for money?
Technology.
Okay. Technology. Technology came through. Okay? Technology. Does this technology have anything to do with social media? What is this technology? Can you please reveal to us what this technology is? Wow. Okay, is this referring to social media? Was that sound referring to social media? Okay, based upon what's coming through, this is not the first time that we got music, we got sound. That's the entertainment industry. Okay, so y'all, there was definitely some gain here. Okay, the motive was gain. Someone was gaining. Okay, so what I'm going to do is clearly that the motive was some type of gain, some type of sacrifice to gain something. It's pretty clear here based upon the physical evidence we have, the spiritual evidence that we have here. It's pretty clear to me. He definitely was sacrificed. Okay, just the things coming through. So on that note, we're going to move into suspects. I want to see who, what, when, where, why, and how. So we're going to change decks here. Okay. We're gonna change decks here. And okay. So I'm got it to start with this one. Just give me 1 second, y'all. So we're going to look at who, okay, remember, everyone's a suspect here. Okay, we're gonna take a look into Columbus Short because he put that social media post out. So let's see what's up with Columbus Short here. Okay. Did Columbus Short have anything to do with your death or this situation, Stephen? Please reveal that to us. I said, we're going to get justice for Stephen, okay? This is just, ooh. Okay, let's take a look at this. The cards are not flying out because me tapping into Columbus Short's energy, there's this strong, like, hold energy. Like, no, I'm not releasing this. I'm not coming out with this. I mean, obviously, I could be potentially revealing details to this case and this situation that, you know, people don't want out. Okay, so 8 of Cups. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I feel like this is his wife, and Columbus Short was trying to get her to walk away. What in the world? And see, then we got 5 of Swords. He was being sneaky about it. Being sneaky and trying to get her to walk away. Okay, hold on, y'all. The plot thickens. The plot thickens. Okay? Because why would Columbus Short put out a message like that? Like, of all celebrities, all influencers, why him? And why was it about money and this whole situation? And, you know, he's a dancer. Okay. Obviously, we know that Twitch is a dancer. Okay. And then we know his wife is a dancer as well. Okay. Twitch's wife, Allison, she's a dancer. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let's clarify this 8 of Cups. Allison, can you please reveal why we have 8 of Cups here regarding Allison? Okay, what is Allison walking away from? Who, what, when, where, why, and how to get Allison to walk away? You know, what was this a jealous? Did Columbus Short have anything to do with this? You know, because people be jealous of you when you got a happy marriage and, you know, okay, I'm going to take it. It's a lot of cards. I normally don't take this many, but I'm going to take it. Okay, get her to walk away and not offer any love. Okay, the Page of Cups. In this situation, see, get her to walk away and then it lead to a death. Okay, that's exactly what happened. Oh, snap. Get her to stop offering her husband, Stephen, any love with the Page of Cups in reverse. And then, like, it lead to a death. It literally led to a death. Then that death is going, with this 3 of Pentacles in reverse, is going to lead to her getting out of a contract. Obviously, how do you get out of a marriage? Well, you get a divorce or your spouse dies. I mean, come on now. Then this is the 10 of Cups in reverse. Obviously, it will not be a happy home anymore. Okay, with that being in reverse, that will completely end the happy image. You know how everything showed Stephen and Allison so happy? Everything was happy. This would end that image. Okay, supposedly this will be justice, major arcana. And then Judgment in reverse. This will keep karma from playing out. This is okay, y'all. This. I feel like again, we're looking at Columbus Short's role here, and it's referring to Stephen's wife. Man, this is not good. Okay, before I go on to this Five of Swords. All right, Stephen. Stephen, would you reveal, if you may, to us if your wife had anything to do with? Did your wife sacrifice you? I don't feel like that's the case. Did your wife cheat on you, Stephen? Was Allison cheating on you, Stephen?
But anyway,
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Was Allison romantically involved with Columbus Short?
or the one,
Did Columbus Short secretly have a romantic interest in Allison?
the truth.
Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all, I don't even want to get into what I just heard. Um, it seems like something was there. Okay, something definitely was there. I don't like how I don't like how this is playing out. Okay, I know we're looking into Columbus Short, but as soon as I go into it, it points immediately to his wife. Okay, what is the Five of Swords? Okay, please reveal to us what this Five of Swords is. You can clearly see the guy stressed out. Okay, you cannot make this up. I told y'all, didn't I not say that this is Allison, okay, with this Eight of Cups to get her to walk away, and this Five of Swords here is Columbus. Okay, this is Columbus Short. All right, I established that earlier. Then to clarify Columbus Short, we already got what I just showed you all with Allison, and then we've got the Sun in reverse, Major Arcana. This means that he was not happy. Okay, he was miserable. You see the guy here just like he was miserable. What is he miserable about? Then we got the Four of Wands. He was miserable about Stephen and Allison. Allison and Stephen being happily together. Y'all, do you see how this motive and all of this is being established? Again, why Columbus Short? It just so happens to be a dancer. He probably was sitting back. I don't know this for sure. Again, this is only speculation. This is what's coming up, but I'm only speculating here. Okay? Perhaps Columbus Short might have been sitting back like, man, I ain't hot right now. I'm a dancer. I used to do Stomp the Yard. I was running things. I was that it dancer. Man, Steven, he over there happy with his wife. I'm telling you, folks be hating. When you have a beautiful, happy marriage, see, they don't hate on you when your marriage is bad. But when your marriage is good and you got kids and everything is lovely and beautiful, oh, they be hating. Folks be hating. They'll find anything to separate you, even death. I don't like what I see here. And this is just looking into Columbus, okay? I have two more people I want to move forward. Okay, I have two more people that I want to look into. I'm going to look into his wife. Okay, so we're going to look into Miss Allison. All right, so I'm just clearing energy here with these cards just in case I need to use them again. Again, this is only speculation, y'all. Okay, so if any of this comes out, I mean, you can't say I didn't tap into it and see it. All right. So, can we find out, did Allison have anything to do with the death of her husband? Can we please find that out? Mm. Okay. Can we please clarify this King of Cups? Okay, why is King of Cups here? I want to tell y'all something. Those of you that are familiar with readings and cards. Okay. See. Okay. Regarding the King of Cups, let me break this down like a pound. King of Cups, cups represent love, okay? The desires of our heart. Love here. So regarding this King of Cups here, that is definitely Stephen, okay? He was the one always spreading love, always helping people. Okay, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but that is his track record out there. Is it not? Is that not what he does? Always a cheer, always a joy, helping everyone. Okay, the Chariot in reverse. We have major arcana reversing course, trying to get him or stop him from spreading love, to have him be thought of or remember as something sad or something bad. Okay, so right off the bat, when we start looking here at the motive with his wife, it's like something or someone, it's like to keep him from being able to continue to spread love, or for them to have love as well in their marriage. Okay, I'm gonna get deeper in here, but this is what we already have. Now, what's ironic here is we have the 10 of we have the 10 of pentacles there. Okay, so can we please clarify that? So that is showing that, okay, everything. See, once again, reversing course. We have a Knight of Swords. I just feel like someone's trying to come in and reverse course. Okay, who is this Knight of Swords? Okay, this came out earlier. This is the Nine of Wands. It's the person that has been stressed out or has shown signs of stress. Something's definitely going on here. Okay, something is going on here. This is crazy, y'all. This is definitely crazy. Who is on this Nine of Swords? Who is on this Nine of Swords card? Did Allison was Allison happy in her marriage right before Stephen's death?
And right about
Stephen, did Allison want to separate from you right before you died? Stephen, was Allison forced to separate from you? Wow. Okay, y'all. The, I'm telling you, I do not like this. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at one more thing real quick. At this point, everyone is suspect. Okay, it seems like I'll tell you in just a second, y'all. I'll tell you in just a second. Okay. Was Allison aware of any setup? Was she aware of anything being set up or done here? See, there we go. We have justice. Okay, the King of Swords, someone who's not thinking right here. So we have Justice card, all right, first and foremost here. Then we have a King of Swords. So this is already someone that's not right. Someone that's not thinking right. And see, then we have that Ten of Pentacles that came out earlier. Okay. And then we have Nine of Swords here in reverse to get out of being stressed. There's something high here with his wife trying to get out or needing to get out of her marriage one way or the other. Was Allison trying to get out of her marriage? Did someone want Allison to get out of her marriage? Was Allison happy in her marriage with Steven? Did Allison have her husband killed for money? Was anyone else involved? See, okay, y'all, okay, music keeps coming through. They keep playing music. All right, I'm going to jump to take a look here into Ellen because this plot keeps thickening, and I mean, we could really go on and on with this, but this is no joke here. I highly, highly doubt that this was a suicide. Okay, so did Ellen DeGeneres have anything to do with Steven Twitch Boss's death here? Interesting how these cards came out. See, I keep getting the Justice card. Y'all, Knight of Cups in reverse. Then we have Justice. Then we have the Moon in reverse. That's what's coming out, Major Arcana. And then Eight of Swords again. Okay, here's that Eight of Swords again to get out of being stressed. All right, hold on. Let me do a little bit more research. Okay, please clarify this Knight of Cups. Why did this come out in reverse? Okay, regarding Ellen and her potential involvement in this case. That music keeps coming through, and it reminds me of like, again, the same song and dance or talk show. You know how we have like our theme songs for all of our talk shows, right? That's what I'm referring to. Interesting. Knight of Cups in reverse to stop the one offering love so that the one that is after his or her own passions to move forward. So it sounded to me like Ellen may have had an involvement here, that she had to stop him or contacted him telling him that, hey, you're going to have to, like, Stephen would have to either be sacrificed or sacrifice someone he loves in order for things to move forward here. Okay? Now, justice. Sacrificing is not too far fetched when we're talking about the industry, y'all. Okay, this is a lot of cards, and I'm here and I need to take them. Okay, it's a lot of cards. So we have this justice. Okay, what is this justice? Major Arcana. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, it's not going to be an equal give and take, or it's time that things have to become unbalanced, or someone like has to lose something here. Okay, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's time for things to not play out favorably here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Major Arcana. Or let me state this before I move on. Someone's fortune is going to have to be reversed here, aka a sacrifice. This sacrifice will lead to victory with the Six of Wands. Someone's going to be victory or have victory after that. Not only will they have victory, they will have the Ten of Cups. They will have love and happiness. You can be happy. So do y'all see already where I'm going here? Do y'all see where I'm going here? Ellen probably has some involvement like, hey, Stephen, you're going to have to sacrifice someone. Or someone's going to have to be sacrificed here in order for you to have happiness. Okay, in order for things to move forward. You know, this is justice. This is how the industry works. This is how we get down. Okay, then we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it's someone who isn't or hasn't received fortune just yet. And then with this Ace of Wands in the upright, this is definitely some type of spiritual influence or spiritual involvement. Okay, I'm going to go once again. Stephen or anyone here, did Ellen DeGeneres have anything to do with Stephen Boss's death? Did Ellen DeGeneres have Stephen Boss sacrificed? I just heard a switch. That's what he said, like a switch. Okay, did Ellen DeGeneres talk to Stephen Boss about this ritual? Did Ellen said so yes, she said. Wow. Wow. I love. See? Okay, y'all. Ellen, okay, y'all heard it. Go run it back. Said, I love. Like Ellen said to Stephen, hey, you're going to have to sacrifice someone you love. This is confirming what I'm getting here. Okay? And what I believe is that Stephen truly did love his wife. Okay? You could see it, you know it. They truly loved each other, and he probably was like, well, I don't have anyone I love. Because when it comes to sacrifice, you can't sacrifice someone that you don't love. It has to be someone you do love. Family, friends, lovers. It has to be someone that you love. If it's not someone you don't love, it's not a sacrifice. Right? Right? You sacrifice meaning it's something that you love, you care about. Or someone. A noun. Okay? So Ellen had a conversation about this. So at this time, the way that things are looking, it looks like all of them are actually suspect without me even going further in these cards. I want to look at one last thing, and then I'm going to close this particular session, video, all the above, okay? I do not like how this looks. I'm going to say it like this. When someone needs to be sacrificed, if you don't have anyone to be sacrificed, you're going to be sacrificed. That's how the law of spirituality works anyway, okay? Someone has to pay the price. So if you don't have anyone to pay the price, and I feel like it was Stephen being told, hey, let's sacrifice your wife. I don't feel like his kids had anything to do with it, but I feel like his wife, and then it was almost like what I believe happened was he wasn't willing to do it. So they were like, well, someone has to be sacrificed here. Okay, the devil got to come collect. Someone has to be sacrificed. And so they probably contacted his wife and told her, look, something got to be done here. Okay, now we can help you carry it out. I'm going to ask one or two things here, and then I'm going to essentially close this out. But the bottom line here so far, y'all can see the story that they're putting out just does not add up. Okay, it does not add up at all. At all. Was Columbus short at Stephen Boss's hotel at the time or near the time of his death? Did Columbus Short actually murder Stephen Twitch Boss? Y'all, I just heard avoiding you. Like I'm sorry, not avoiding. I'm warning you. That's what just came through. Was Columbus Short and Allison, Stephen Twitch Boss's wife, both at the hotel prior to his death? Was Allison the one who left the suicide note at the hotel? Wow, sounds like I had to do it. I had to do it. Was just looking. So was Allison looking and watching this happen? Was Allison watching her husband's murder happen? Was Stephen Twitch Boss aware that Columbus, Allison, and Ellen had to have him sacrificed? Y'all, everything that's coming through is pretty much lining up to all of them are suspect, but for different reasons. Okay, I'm gonna essentially close this session here. Maybe we'll look deeper, but what it seems like to me, it seems like And again, I'm only going to speculate here. I don't want anyone to go take this and go run with this. But it seems like to me, Columbus Short had probably an issue with Stephen Twitch Boss, okay? Maybe with the money situation, cryptocurrency or what have you. Maybe he hit it big, he meaning Stephen. Maybe he got a payout and Columbus didn't. Maybe he told Columbus, hey, go invest in this and you can come out. It's strictly business. Now, it looks pretty clear that they weren't tight friends or there was no tight knit deal here. So the only way he could know any financial information to what's going on with Steven is if they were involved in some type of business thing. You can say, hey, I've invested this type of money, come on aboard, business conversations, business dealings. But it looks like in some form of fashion, I feel like Steven got a payout and perhaps came up. As a matter of fact, let's look into that first before I continue. I just heard good. Did Stephen Twitch Boss receive a payout financially from this cryptocurrency? Did Stephen Twitch Boss lose money from this cryptocurrency financial deal? Are you able to elaborate about the finances of this deal? It's pretty quiet here, y'all. Between who? Who is this fight? Whoa. Between this family. Okay. There, two. Okay. There we go again. To technology. There was a financial deal between him and his family. Perhaps Columbus somehow invested with them in like a family move. For instance, it's like, okay, I can get you in the game. I can show you how to get a payout, etc., etc. Okay, I make these moves. You can go ahead and invest with me and my family. All right, and perhaps the investment went bad. And meanwhile, Columbus Short may have wished that he was in Stephen Twitch Boss's shoes in terms of being relevant. You know how celebrities have to be relevant at all times. So obviously Twitch was the relevant dancer and the influencer in that category. And Columbus Short, he hasn't had anything big as of late. I mean, Stomp the Yard was definitely the truth, regardless of how we feel about the situation. But nonetheless, he could have had some jealousy there. I'm just speculating. Could have wanted his beautiful wife. Okay, his wife was not ugly. Okay, Allison is not an ugly woman. She's a beautiful woman. So could have wanted his wife. Could have wanted his situation. She dances too. He like, okay, I could get with it. That could be me. You see what I'm saying? Jealousy, envy. I'm not saying that may actually be the case, but it sure looks like it. And if you break down and analyze what he said on his social media post, he, meaning Columbus Short, it sure sound like it. Because he was talking all this good stuff, oh, your legacy and all this, and he was like, but. So it sure sounds like he didn't want that to take place, or he had some motive into it, okay? I'm establishing motive here. Obviously, with his wife, I feel like his wife got caught up. She was in between. She got caught up into a situation because Ellen, okay, let me go to Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen had spoke to Steve. It's like, okay, it's time for you to make that sacrifice. Who you got? He was like, no, I can't hit off my mom, my parents, my family. No, I definitely can't. My wife, no, off limits. Well, Steven, as we got earlier, you're going to have to make some type of sacrifice. You know how this industry works. You know how things go. Someone's going to have to make a sacrifice. And I feel like they probably talked to his wife, Allison. Again, being in the industry, it's like, okay, talk to your husband about this sacrifice, or somebody got to make a sacrifice. And I feel like Steven was adamant. He's like, no, I love my family. I love my wife. I love my kids. I'm not doing it. I love my family. I'm not doing it. And so they were like, well, Allison, look, we're going to tell you, if he's not willing to do it, then you're going to have to do it. Because she's next of kin and that's a part of that family, and someone has to pay the price out of that household. Someone was going to sacrifice. That sacrifice had to come from their household. So I feel like Allison got stuck in between a rock and a hard place, and perhaps had to go with having her husband sacrifice just to keep that lifestyle for her kids. Herself. It could be another motive. Okay, and then we had Columbus Short. Remember, we got earlier about her trying to walk away. I'm posing all of these things, y'all, whether each of these aspects are actually factual or not, if they become factual or not. I want you all to really dive into this and think and look. All of these people are suspects. There could be more, but it definitely seems like this was just let me just take my life. It doesn't make sense for you to put your phone as a man, a happily married man who loves his wife, who has kids. I'm literally in that situation. It makes absolutely no sense for a man to kill himself. Okay, I said it, yes. To get rid of himself and leave wonderful kids and a beautiful wife behind. It makes just no sense. And your life is good. You've got things in the work. You had deals with Master P, etc., etc. So many things were lined up for Steven in his career. It just didn't make sense. Like, he had so much more than just the Ellen DeGeneres show. It just doesn't make, none of this adds up. The gun, how come the gun wasn't returned back to his wife? Because it was a suicide. So it being a suicide, it belongs to his family. And if there was a gun involved, his wife didn't, say anything or notice the gun was gone. And she didn't put a call out to the police or the authorities. She went to the police station. Like, there's so many loopholes and things that don't add up. And why in the world are we even hearing from Columbus Short in the first place? Why is he even putting information out? I'm going to tell you all, just like with the Shanquella Robinson story and so many others, when these influencers or these people come out to speak, it's either they're involved or some type of cover-up. Okay, and then now we have everyone talking about, it was mental illness. You have Tyler Perry speaking out about mental illness, and Derek Hall, he was speaking out, and a couple other influencers and celebrities trying to paint this picture like, mental illness, to distract us on the details that are here. So I put this information out. I may do a follow-up. I don't know. You all can dissect what you also heard spiritually. I'm just telling you, right now, it looks like all three of them are suspect. Who am I referring to? Ellen DeGeneres, Columbus Short, and his wife. When I refer to his wife, I'm talking about Steven's wife, Allison. They all had some involvement into this sacrifice, this murder, okay? That's what I have for you all. I really hope this helps. This is such a tragic situation. And again, I'm doing this for justice for Steven, okay? Steven Twitch Boss, all right? You touched all of our lives in such a positive way. And that is why I am here, to help bring justice and honor your name and everything that you've done in the best way that I can. If you all haven't subscribed, I kindly ask that you do so. Please hit the notification bell. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Check out my membership if you would like to book an appointment with me via phone, video chat, or video recording. Go to brainwavezz.com or follow the instructions in the description box. Again, I'm a life coach. I'm a spiritual master. I do consulting. I don't care if it's business, spiritual, love, whatever it is. I do it all. All right, follow those instructions. All right, y'all, I'm getting out of here. We close this session here. We thank any spiritual energies or entities involved here. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for revealing any truths, any insights that we did not have. We now close this session. We now release you all. And on that note, I'm going to send everyone here as well with love, with blessings, and with light.